In today's society, where gender dynamics are constantly evolving, it's crucial for men to understand how their actions and behaviors can impact their interactions with women. Smart men recognize the importance of fostering healthy and respectful relationships, which involves being mindful of certain behaviors that can undermine trust and mutual respect. In this video, we'll explore 10 things that smart men should avoid doing when engaging with women, highlighting the significance of empathy, communication, and equality in building meaningful connections. 1. Disregarding consent and boundaries. Consent is not only a legal requirement, but also a fundamental aspect of respect and dignity in any interaction. Smart men understand the importance of obtaining explicit consent before engaging in any form of physical or emotional intimacy. This means actively listening to verbal and nonverbal cues, respecting boundaries, and never assuming that consent is implied. 2. Assuming based on stereotypes. Stereotyping individuals based on their gender is not only unfair, but also counterproductive to fostering genuine connections. Smart men avoid making assumptions about women's interests, abilities, or preferences solely based on societal stereotypes. Instead, they approach each woman as a unique individual, taking the time to understand her perspectives and experiences without bias. 3. Mansplaining and dismissing experiences. Mansplaining, the act of explaining something to a woman in a condescending or patronizing manner, is a behavior that smart men actively avoid. Additionally, dismissing or invalidating women's experiences, feelings, or expertise undermines their credibility and contributes to inequality. Smart men listen attentively, respect women's perspectives, and engage in meaningful dialogue without asserting dominance. 4. Expecting emotional labor without reciprocity. Emotional labor, which involves managing emotions, offering support, and showing empathy, should be shared equally in relationships. Smart men understand that expecting women to shoulder the burden of emotional labor without reciprocation is unfair and disrespectful. They actively participate in supporting their partners emotionally, offering empathy and understanding without placing undue pressure on women. 5. Objectifying or sexualizing women. Viewing women solely as objects of desire diminishes their humanity and perpetuates harmful gender stereotypes. Smart men recognize the importance of treating women with dignity and respect, appreciating their intellect, personality, and accomplishments beyond their physical appearance. They refrain from objectifying or sexualizing women, fostering genuine connections based on mutual respect and admiration. 6. Gaslighting and manipulative tactics. Gaslighting, a form of emotional manipulation aimed at making someone doubt their perceptions or sanity, has no place in healthy relationships. Smart men prioritize open and honest communication, respecting women's feelings and experiences without resorting to manipulative tactics to assert control. Building trust and mutual understanding requires transparency and integrity. 7. Assuming responsibility for women's choices. Respecting women's autonomy means allowing them to make their own decisions without undue influence or control. Smart men understand that assuming responsibility for women's choices or well-being is patronizing and disempowering. Instead, they offer support and encouragement, trusting in women's ability to navigate their own lives independently. 8. Using sexist or discriminatory language. Words have power, and using language that perpetuates sexism or discrimination is harmful and disrespectful. Smart men refrain from using derogatory terms, sexist jokes, or language that diminishes women's worth. They strive to communicate with respect and sensitivity, fostering an environment of inclusivity and equality. 9. Ignoring privilege and intersectionality. Acknowledging privilege and understanding intersectionality are essential for fostering inclusivity and equity in relationships. Smart men recognize their privilege in various social contexts and strive to amplify marginalized voices rather than overshadowing them. By embracing intersectionality, smart men contribute to creating a more inclusive and equitable society. 10. Neglecting self-reflection and growth. Continuous self-reflection and personal growth are vital for building healthy and fulfilling relationships. Smart men understand that they are not immune to mistakes or shortcomings and actively seek opportunities for self-improvement. This involves examining their beliefs, biases, and behaviors, seeking feedback from others, and committing to ongoing learning and development. Navigating interactions with women requires empathy, respect, and a willingness to challenge societal norms and personal biases. Smart men understand the importance of avoiding behaviors that perpetuate inequality, disrespect, or harm in their interactions with women. By prioritizing consent, respect, and equality, smart men can cultivate meaningful and mutually fulfilling relationships based on trust, understanding, and genuine partnership.